Hello everyone, Jake here with another Minecraft log entry. As you can see, I'm down underground in our power chamber here. And as you can see, we have quite a lot of lava. Over 2,000 buckets worth. That should last us a good long while, unless we start doing something really crazy. But the other reason why I'm down here is to show you this new room that I've added on. Our storage chamber. The little shack we had up above ground was getting really full, so I needed someplace to move all of our stuff. So I built a storage chamber down here. As you can see, we have a wall of barrels here, storing all of our most common resources like coal, clay, redstone, glowstone, lapis, ender pearls, and there's more around on the other side here as well. And here we have all the different blocks with dirt and gravel and sand and netherrack and obsidian, so all the blocks, most common blocks, end up getting put in here. And we have another set of 9 barrels here that we can expand into should we have need of them. Over on this side here is where we have all of our items organized into chests, and the items in the item frames here indicate what's in each chest. Like this one here is all of our gems. It's got our diamonds and emeralds, of course, but it's also got things like the different Thaumcraft shards, these ambers, the moonstone and sunstone from Ars Magica, and things like that. Over in here on the gold apple we have all kinds of mob drops. Arrows, feathers, leather, golden apples, of course, imp leather, magma cream and blaze powder, zombie brains, things like that, of that nature. Over here in the sapling we have everything related to trees, including the pure wood and the saplings themselves, and of course the leaf blocks. Also I have cacti in here as well, since they're sort of tree-like. Over here we have the rest of our plant matter, which is, like, you can see apples here, but you can see flowers, shrubs, all kinds of different things. Moving on the brick here we have all of our building materials, which is like things like carpenter's blocks, covers and panels, as well as just things like bricks and chests and stairs. So all that stuff goes in there. Up above on the wrench here we have all of our pipes and building materials. I think it's mostly pipes right now, but you can see, we got the both buildcraft and thermal expansion pipes, as well as railcraft tanks in here and a few other related items. Under the pick we have all different types of blocks, building blocks, like the moss stone, the soul sand, black granite, and different types of chiseled blocks, like the chiseled sandstone and cobblestone here. Under the honeycomb we have all the stuff from bees, which we have not gotten into all that much yet, unfortunately, but that is coming. This mod is in this mod pack, so you will eventually see us doing something with bees. Under here, under this one with the ghosty looking item, are all the items that do not stack, like these items from Mo creatures, as well as the various swords and tools that mobs will sometimes drop. And over here, similarly, here in the saddle is all types of dungeon loot, like name tags, horse armor, floppy disks, and things of that nature. And then this chest right here is overflow. So anything that gets put into the system that doesn't fit in any of these barrels or any of these chests winds up in here, and we have to sort it later. As you can see, there's a ton of cobblestone in here right now because I do not currently have a system in place for handling all the different types of cobblestone that we get from underground biomes. But that's coming soon. I apologize if you can hear that. My neighbor is apparently boring holes in his wall. Okay, if he's going to keep this up, I'm going to have to re-record this, and I'm not going to be happy. Let's hope he doesn't do that anymore. Now, coming out this way, you should notice one thing already. We got this pipeline coming out here. It's coming from down, it starts over here, where it comes from our underground storage, and then it comes around here, and it basically comes out and around to supply items to and from our workstation over here. And if we come around here and look in the back, you'll notice that I finally got my ore processing system in place. This has been a long time coming. So let me explain to you how some of this works. Basically, this chest right here, this is the dump chest, and all of the ores to be processed wind up going in here. It then gets fed into these pulverizers, which then output their ores into these diamond pipes, which split the metals now, the ground metal dusts, into metals that can be smelted, no, I mean combined into alloys, and metals which cannot be combined into alloys. The ones that can be combined into alloys come over here and hit these juncture points. Now, because we don't want to combine all our metals into alloys, this splits them up so they get sent back on the return path, which sends them back out over this way to the right again. But so by the time that they come up here and around into this chest, I'm getting about 1/4 of our total alloyable metals, which then get fed into these cyclic assemblers, which is each responsible for a different alloy. This one right here is making Tinker's alloy, basically bronze out of copper and tin. This one right here is making Invar out of ferrous and iron. And this one right here is making Electrum out of silver and gold. So all of those come back here into these pipes, which basically feed them back around. And now all the dusts and all the blends get fed back around over here to this system to the right and wind up in this chest here. And this chest simply just dumps them into these redstone furnaces, which cook them up into ingots, and then send them on along into this chest, right here, which then gets pulled, it then gets pulled out of this chest and fed back into the network, which then comes on around back behind here and gets stored into these barrels. So if you can look here, you can see how much we've collected already. We had to use quite a bit of this in order to just build this system. So you can imagine that we've been eating into our resources, but this will only grow now that this system is in place. Coming up and around, you can see a few changes that I've made to the workshop proper. Like right here, we now have this assembly table from Buildcraft, which makes all of our pipe plugs and facets, but also it also makes the redstone chipsets that we need for making the logistics pipes. This right here is what's made all the rest of this system possible. and it gets powered over here by its own hardened energy cell, so that I can turn it on to power up the lasers, and I can turn it off when it's not needed. Otherwise, these lasers would be running all the time and continuously drain energy out of our system. So, moving back around, there's a few other changes that I'd like to show you. Namely, some changes that Daniel's been working on whilst I have been doing all of this. He's done quite a bit over here to help improve the manna-bean production, including helping the employ of golems. We started out with wood golems, but he's already managed to upgrade them to flesh golems. And it looks like the chest is bugged out here. Oh wow, look at how many we've collected already. Yeah, Daniel needs to come over here and clean this out before this chest fills up. But anyway, we got, I'm not sure which is which here, but we got our harvester golem, which checks when the beans are fully grown, and then he'll go off and break them and replant them because he has the intelligence upgrade on him. He'll go ahead and replant the beans, but any of the other beans that he doesn't replant will be picked up by our collector golem here and dumped into this chest where we can go and pick them up. And as usual, it's all being powered right here. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to walk into you, buddy. Powered right here by this lamp of growth, which unfortunately needs more herba essence right now. We still... Ah, look, there he goes. There he goes. See? Exactly as I told you. And, but yeah, we need more herba for this. We really need to automate this part of the farm as well, and then we'll really be going. So I'm thinking that might be our next project. And also ties in directly with the last thing I want to show you, because while Daniel's been doing all of that, he's also been making some improvements to the necromancer cave. So if we'll just come up and around here. Also, if you've noticed, we have pathways now which lead all over the place. We've got sandstone roads now that we've been walking along. Now this looks more or less the same, but now we got another wing off of here. There's nothing in this room yet, but this is where all of the automated alchemy is going to go. This is where our herba production is going to be for the farm that I just showed you. And also along that same line, Daniel has cleared out this area back here, which is also still a work in progress. But what this room's going to be, this room is going to hold all of our aura nodes, just going to be covering the ceiling in here. And in the center here, where this oakwood block is currently, I'm assuming that's where we're going to have the wand charging station, so it can pull in power from all the aura nodes. But in order for us to do that, we first have to get our wands made. And in order to make our wands, we need the manna beans to make the Salus Mundum, I believe, is what we're still lacking in ingredients. So, we're on our way. We'll hopefully have our wands soon, and then we'll have a chamber full of aura nodes, and it'll be fantastic. And I can't wait to show you guys that. But until then, I'll see you next time. Bye.